Hi students, I hope you are doing well. So in this video, I am going to show you a little bit different way of you holding the bow in case you are struggling a little bit on how to hold the bow to play, okay? This can work for all the instruments, violin, viola, cello, and bass. Most of the students that have problems are violins and violas. If you think cello or bass that this is gonna help you, then try it, okay? This is not the professional way of holding the bow, but this might be helpful for now until you move a little bit higher into the middle school or high school, okay? Again, it's basically the same principles, it's just changing the way and the place in where you put your thumb, okay? So, first with violins and violas. So here is your bow, and basically you know that this is the way that you need to have your hand for violin and viola. The pinky pointing on top of the stick. These two middle fingers, these two, should be resting on the frog right here, while the index finger is gonna be resting on the stick. And as you can see, it's not gonna be your hand straight. Your hand is gonna be leaning towards the index finger like this. So as you can see, my hand is leaning towards the index finger. It's not a straight hand, it's the hand leaning towards the index finger like that, okay? And the difference comes with the thumb, right? Because the right place for you to put the thumb is right here. Your thumb pointing with this shape right here. Not the thumb's shape like this. The thumb shape is gonna be like this. That's the actual place in where you should put it. If you can put it there, like my thumb it is right now, that will be perfect. That's the actual way that you should be holding it, with that shape that I told you. Not the thumbs up shape like this, but your finger touching a little bit the horsehair on that side. If you can do that one, that's the actual professional one that every professional do for violin and viola. But if you think you can do it a little bit easier, we can try it too. So you see this white piece with a silver plate down here. So what you are going to do with the same shape of the thumb, you are going to put the thumb on that silver plate right there, and then you are going to keep your other fingers like they were before. So your shape is gonna stay there, but instead of being on the stick in here, you are going to put it on the silver plate down here on the bottom next to the white stripe, okay? So thumb right there on the bottom facing up, two fingers resting on the frog, your hand leaning towards the index finger, this one, not straight, not a straight hand, leaning towards the index finger, and then the pinky pointing on top. So that's another way for you to hold the bow. And for some, this might be a little bit easier, and this is gonna help you to keep that circular shape. Remember, it's not this shape here, like having the thumbs up. No, it's this shape. And we are going to end up having kind of like a circular shape, as you can see here, the circle, okay? So that's a way for you to hold the bow a little bit differently, having the thumb underneath on that silver plate right there, okay? That's the video. Cellos and basses, you can try that one too. The only thing is that for you, your fingers are not, your finger is not gonna be leaning towards the index finger. Your hand, cello and bass, is gonna be straight, okay? So you just let your fingers rest and you will put it there all the fingers resting. For you, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult doing it that way because of the shape of your hand. So remember, cello and bass, that your thumb is gonna be right here in the corner. So right there, in that corner, the same corner, and then you put your fingers not leaning towards the index, but you keep it nicely and straight like that. And that's how you're going to bow on the bass and the cello. So that's it for the video. Again, violins, violas, leaning towards the index, 2 fingers resting on the frog, pinky on top, and then having the thumb underneath the frog right there on the silver plate, or having it in the actual place in where you should have it, which is right here, like this. And cello and bass, you keep your hand straight. You keep your thumb in this side, right here, straight. Your thumb is gonna be nicely and straight there. And then you let your fingers rest against the bow, right there like that. That's it, that's the video. We are working on these assignments. We are playing D and we are playing A. This is how the violins read. Is different for violas, is different for cello, is different for bass, okay? So make sure that you keep working on this assignment, following the 4 steps. Clap and count, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second step, clap and sing the letters. Here we got D, 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 D. If we have A like D here, A, 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 keeping a steady tempo. Third step, we do pizzicato, the C shape. We hold the instrument and we put the instrument and we move the index finger to plug to do pizzicato on the strings. Step number 4, that's where the bow comes in, and we do the same thing on the bow, okay? Got it? So we'll see you next week, guys.